I also want to talk about the nickel and diming. So once my schedule started getting more solid, it was easier for me to concentrate more on what needed to be done to complete my profiles on Upwork and Fiverr. I don't know why, but it's always the littlest things that I get hung up on. Literally, the only things that I needed to do before applying for work on Upwork was to attach the images of the work that I've done into our portfolio and product images. But for the life of me, it was just so difficult to get that done and create the files for it. But once it was done, it was done. And I actually started applying for projects on Upwork. And I'm not gonna lie, imposter syndrome definitely hit. I mean, it hit while I was making the portfolios, but man, it really hit when I was applying for work. I just, you're looking at the other freelancers' work, the people that you admire, and you're like, my stuff doesn't look like that. And of course it's not gonna look like that. I'm self-taught and I'm just starting. Like, I've taught myself how to put together a portfolio and put together like these images to sell the service. Like, it's only gonna get better from here, so like, relax. But I've always put a lot of pressure on myself. But I was feeling discouraged and scared, because the work just, I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't good enough. And I guess that's normal. I mean, we all start from zero, we all start from scratch, and you have to keep reminding yourself that, like, everyone starts from zero. No one just has clients immediately like that, and no one just has an amazing portfolio off the bat like that too. Like, a lot of it is spec work, but a lot of it is also clients coming and giving you projects to do. Yeah, but my first week, I ended up applying late. So I started applications on Wednesday. I applied on Wednesday, and I'm such an idiot for this because Upwork essentially has like this featured page of projects that you can apply for. And so if you keep scrolling down, it stops. So I just thought that those were all the jobs for the day. So on Wednesday, I applied for all the ones that made sense for me. And then on Thursday, I did the same thing. And then I realized that there's actually a freaking search function. So you can actually go in and apply by projects you're looking for. And you can also filter through the experience level that people are looking for. So naturally, on like the For You page, everyone was asking for intermediate work, intermediate freelancers. Obviously, I'm a beginner at it, so I'm not technically qualified, but that didn't stop me from applying, But I was like, let me just strategize this a bit more. So moving forward, I will be applying for entry-level gigs, and I'm going to use every third week to apply for intermediate level gigs. And I'll keep you posted on that progress. But for the first week, didn't get any responses. I wasn't expecting to get any responses. It was more so just having a portfolio and getting eyes on the projects. So that actually did feel good. Like, I felt like I was doing something. I felt like I was accomplishing something as a freelancer, just going for it. And I think with time, as I continue to do it, the imposter syndrome will definitely get less and less, and the confidence will build and grow. But for my first 2 days of applying to projects, I definitely felt like I didn't belong. So on top of feeling like an imposter and feeling like I'm not good enough, I don't know if anyone else is familiar with Upwork, but do y'all also feel like Upwork is taking too much money from you in terms of like these connects? So the way Upwork works is, as a freelancer, you have to spend money on what they call connects to apply for projects. And not only do you have to spend money on connects, but obviously Upwork also takes a cut of your pay, and it's variable depending on what the project actually is. And I just don't think that that's fair. Like, I signed up for the Freelancer Plus program, which essentially gives you 100 credits per month. But yeah, I was supposed to get 110 for the first month, and they only gave me 108. But they were saying that it was some sort of proration thing, and that I would get the full amount for the next month, but I was like, I paid the full amount, therefore I should get the full amount. This doesn't make any sense. Obviously, it's a losing battle. I didn't get my 2 credits, but it was just the principle of it all that sort of left not so pleasant first impression of the service. And then on top of that, when I actually started applying for projects, you keep scrolling down and you can see that you can actually spend more connects to ensure that your proposal gets seen. And I was just like, this is such a cash grab on freelancers. Like, how are you taking money from us before we even make money? You know? And like, you're already making commission off of whatever fee I charge for my services. Why do you need more? Like, I get why people need more, but it's just, I don't think it's tasteful, just the way that I feel like we're being squeezed out of it, but whatever. I think the end goal for people on Upwork is to get contract work. And there's obviously no fee for clients that you keep bringing back onto Upwork, and you do get refunded your connects if someone chooses to interview you. So I think as you grow, it matters less and less. But up front, especially someone like me who's coming from sales, I don't have a creative pass in it. I need to buy Connect so that I can apply to as many projects as possible for a lot of money up front. And I was just liberated. I don't have any income coming in. Yes, I'm renting out my rooms, but it's covering the mortgage barely. So it's just, it is what it is, and I didn't like that Upwork didn't give me my 2 connects. But I don't know, like, how do you guys like it? Are there any other platforms out there that you guys are using? I know there's one called freelancer.com. I sort of checked that out. It seems to be more like European focused, and the projects honestly don't seem that great. But you know, I'm new to all of this, so if you guys have any suggestions, really would love to get some feedback on, you know, how you guys are using the tools. I'll probably post another video in terms of the strategy. I kind of want to test it out first, maybe for like a month or so before I make it live, but I have an idea in terms of how I want to move forward with applications. And yeah, I'll keep you all posted. Thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful.